going, my fellow Homo sapiens? It's your boy YuGiOh, and I'm back at it again. Yes, on YuGiPro, working on this Majespecter's deck. Yes, you know what time it is. So let's really hop into this new deck build that I have, and talk a little bit about it, how I feel about the deck, and where do I feel like this deck is going to go. So first thing first, all Majespecters have this effect where they cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effect. This is really big for Majespecters. This is what makes Majespecters good. Without that effect, Majespecters would be maybe okay, maybe something fun, but because of that effect, it makes them top tier basically, because they have the built-in protection. So first thing first, we're running 3 cats. 3 cats allow you to search any Majespecter card from your deck at the end phase. I like him. He will be my second choice if I'm going to search for something. Raccoon, Majespecter Raccoon, he allows you to add 1 Majespecter monster from your deck to your hand when he's special summon or normal summon. Great monster. I love Raccoon. Matter of fact, Raccoon is one of my favorite Majespecter monsters because you can search for any Majespecter monster, including himself. So you can go for another Raccoon. 3 Majespecter Crows. Now, I talked to quite a few people. A few people said they're only running 2 Majespecter Crows. Me personally, I like playing monster heavy. That's just how I like my play style. So I'm going to run 3. They do not clog. They're awesome. 3 Fox. Fox is putting in work. I mean, I run a lot of Majespecter trap cards, as you see at the bottom here. And Majespecter Fox, when it is special summon or normal summon, you get to go and search for a Majespecter trap card. Oh my goodness, this is such a great card. He's just really too good. But not just that, he's 1500 attack. So he has a little bit of punch when you have the field card on the field. Then finally, Majespecter Unicorn. Unicorn is one of my best Majespecter cards. Unfortunately, he doesn't search for anything, but he's a continuous impose or whatever how you pronounce it. He allows you to bounce 1 of your Majespecter monsters and 1 of your opponent monsters on any player's turn. I mean, you can do it on your turn, you can do it on your opponent's turn, you can do it on their end phase. He's just really good. He's 2000 attack, 2000 defense. Usually when I get him on the field, I usually win. Like, it's pretty much game over. If I get him on the field, another Majespecter monster, I usually have game. Usually people is going to scoop for the simple reason they're not going to be able to do anything. I mean, you can try to bait it out. I'm just going to wait because it's not like you can destroy my monsters or target my monsters with card effects. You have to attack over. So when you enter in battle phase, guess what? I'm bouncing it. And then we're running 3 Archfiend. Now, this is a new tech that I have been trying, and so far I like it. A buddy of mine online just said, hey, you know, what about you try this card? And it's really good. So basically, let's go ahead and read this effect. First thing first, it is a 7 pendulum scale, and this effect reads: you can target 1 other spell or trap card on the field and destroy both of these cards. That card in this target. You can only use this effect of Archfiend once per turn. So basically what it is kind of like an MST, but not just that. As long as I get this on the field, and let's say a level 2 rank Majespecter monster on my pendulum scale, these 2 on the pendulum scale, I can special summon or pendulum summon Unicorn. Too good. It's too good. Usually when my Unicorn goes to the extra deck, I didn't have a way to actually special summon them back. But now with this, I can special summon them back. Or if I got that back, someone got a back row that's really kind of just getting on my nerves, like maybe Skill Drain or something of that nature, I can just special summon everyone and then use her effect to destroy herself and destroy 1 spell trap card on the field. Too good. Second, I'm running 3 Ghost Snow Rabbits. Now, I know this card is quite expensive right now in our time, but the reason why I'm running it is for 2 reasons. First thing first, it can destroy a continuous spell or trap card on the field, or monster when they activate the monster effect, or a spell or trap card that's when they activate their spell or trap card effect. But not just that, it's a tuner. And allows me to go into YuGiOh Guardian, or allows me to go into Black Rose and just blow the field. And it's 1800 defense, so if I'm really hurting, I can put it face down defense mode. Usually I don't. I like the hand trap. I like to control my opponent. I like for my opponent to be scared to activate stuff. We're running 1 Mirror Moon Shield. This is enough. I don't think I'm going to run 2. It's just cloggy. 1 is enough because usually I'm going to stall with this card until I get Unicorn on the field. We're running 1 Regeki, 3 Pot of Dualities, and the main reason is a lot of times I'm opening up with no monsters in hand, and I'm opening up with tons of back row. I want to open up with monsters. At least one monster in my hand will give me a very high chance of winning. We have two Majespecter Pegasus. For some odd reason, I can't search this card from my deck with all the other Majespecter monsters. But this card really speeds up the deck. But I got it at 2. I'm trying something new. I'm trying to speed the deck up just a little bit. I mean, I have a lot of power. I have a lot of control. Usually, I'm going to win, but I want it to be a little bit faster, especially when I'm going against a mirror match. Right now, my biggest problems are mirror matches. So, I got it at 2. I'm liking it at 2. We have 2 Majespecter Cyclone. Once again at 2. We're trying out 2 Air Force. This card here is great. It's great against other decks, but not just that, it's great against a mirror match. Mirror matches is just a pain in the ass. I mean, it comes down to whoever's going to get out Unicorn or set up their field first. So, basically what Air Force does is when your opponent attacks, it bounces all their attack monsters back to their hand. Oh my goodness, so strong. We have 1 warning, 1 Ban of Emptiness, and we're running 3 Majespecter's Tempest. So Majespecter's Tempest is great because it's a warning, but not just that, it negates your opponent monster effects and destroys them. Such a great card. I mean, it's really, really strong. And I can search it with Fox. Really, really powerful a card. We're running 2 Majespecter Tornadoes. Basically, you don't want your opponent to get anything in their graveyard. So let's go ahead and banish those monsters off the field. Only 2. 2 is enough. And we're running 2 Finish Chain. Finish Chain I took out earlier. I added it back in. I feel like Finish Chain is a really, really great card. But if you're going against that mirror match, you definitely don't want to have Finish Chain in there. So let's go ahead to this extra deck. So far, I'm not really using anything in this extra deck. I mean, I used Totem Bird once. I do not like Totem Bird for the simple reason it only gives 1 negate. You got to detach 2 cards, and it loses 300 attack. Not really that good unless, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to go for game or something of that nature. Usually, your opponent's spell and trap cards is not going to affect your monster, so Totem Bird is really kind of useless. YuGiOh Guardian is definitely a VIP player in this deck. I mean, I have went for it quite a few times. I probably would normal summon or special summon Ghost Orb and Snow Rabbit, Synchro up with another level 3, and go ahead and get this out. Lightning Chidori is pretty strong in this deck. I will say that much. Lightning Chidori have put in work. And the Sector Knight is okay. I haven't actually used them. And once again, we have 101. Everything else in here is just kind of just stuff just to put in there to kind of fill the deck out for the time being. Once again, I'm still just trying a lot of stuff out. So let's go to the side deck. So I'm starting to get a lot serious for my side deck because today I ran into a lot of mirror matches, and I'm not going to lie, I didn't win all the mirror matches. Matter of fact, I think I lost the most matches since I've been playing this deck. So after this update, this came out, I mean, people is doing all type of builds, and it's crazy. And it's actually a lot of good builds. So first thing first, we're running 2 Secret Villages. Basically, when you have a spellcaster monster on the field, your opponent cannot play spell cards unless they have a spellcaster. We're running 3 spell shattering arrows. This was for if I'm going against another Pendulum deck or another Majespecter deck. We want to do some burn damage, get their Pendulum cards off the field. Once again, 3 Wavering Eyes. Great card if I'm going against another Pendulum deck or another Majespecter deck. This card will screw them. We have 2 Effect Bailers for the time being. I'm trying them out in the side. I like Effect Bailers. I like the hand traps. So we're going to keep it in the side. This is for other decks, not against the mirror match. And once again, we have 3 MSTs. Plain and simple for that mirror match. I want to destroy their back row. I want to destroy their Pendulum cards. I don't want them to do anything. One more Air Force, because when you're going against that mirror match, you really want to send those monsters back to their hand. And this bottomless is just kind of here. I had it in the deck, but I needed some room, so I just put it to the side. So what do I feel about the deck overall? The deck is strong. It's real strong. Before, I was kind of downplaying it a little bit. It wasn't a lot of cards out for Majespecter, so therefore, I didn't think it was going to be top tier. But, I mean, after playing hours on top of hours on Pro and YuGiOh Pro, this deck is powerful. I mean, it's hard to actually get a full match because a lot of people, they see you normal summon Cat in attack mode, 100 attack, 1800 defense, and attack mode, they usually scoop it up. Basically, the monsters, a lot of people have cards that target, like things like Mirror, Phoenix Chain, cards that destroys, like Mirror Force, Regeki, and it just does not affect Majespecters. Majespecters look at that and they laugh at it. they have a good time. So a lot of people just scoop it up because it's not a lot of things they know how to use to beat it. The weakness for this deck is going to be things like Thunder King, Mistake, cards that stop people from searching and adding cards to their hand. MST would definitely hurt this deck as long as your opponent is destroying these back rows, making sure that you cannot tribute off your monsters or use these back rows to destroy your opponent monsters. So overall, I feel like this is definitely going to be a top tier deck. That's all I have for you today. If I left something out, please let me know in the comment box below. If you would add something in here, definitely let me know. What would you add? Now, I know a lot of people have these other type of builds with these other Pinnacle monsters where they have a higher scale, but I like it more pure Majespecters. I feel like it's more consistent when you're just having straight Majespecters. But overall, I'm really excited for this deck. This is my next tournament deck. This is the next deck that a lot of people is going to say that it takes no skill and it's autoplay. I'm just waiting for people to say it, but this deck is awesome. I'm going to be truthful with you. This deck is going to be top tier. It has some weaknesses, but I mean, you could definitely bounce back from it if you have the right back row. But that's all I have for you today. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. It really helps the channel. And thanks for watching. Matane. And make sure you thumbs up for Majespecters.